The Warning. I've heard so much about this girl band from Mexico. Three sisters. Tres hermanas de Mexico. All right. So, this is a full concert. I chose this video because it's not posted by The Warning themselves. I'm afraid if I watch something from their official YouTube channel, it's going to get blocked, and I don't want to deal with that. But since this random channel was able to play this, to upload this, it shouldn't be a problem because they are allowed to upload it, so I can react to it. I'm not going to play this whole hour show, but let me just at least react to maybe 10 minutes, like the first few pieces. Looks like there's some stuff going on here. So, all right, I really haven't done any research on them besides what people told me, that they're three sisters. They're so wholesome. Their parents travel with them, and they sing in English, and they're from Mexico. And let's go. was a lot of fun, lots of energy. One thing I'll say, they look like they're having a good time. It's they're obviously very pretty, naturally, and they are very talented. The guitar, it's very, I mean, they have such effect. It's so loud. They have such like strong, the volume, the way they have the guitar, whatever patch they're putting it through. It's like really intense. The bassist, great, having fun, playing well. The drummer, so cute. I think she's the youngest one. That's what I think. But yeah, I like it. It has like a nice rock sound. The singing was nice, really good. Really high energy. But yeah, I could see why they're super popular. And it's amazing. Like there's so much sound coming out of three people. So I wonder like what other like sound engineering is going on. So I definitely want to hear another one just to see like how that sounds. But that's like a really nice way to open up a set. So, okay, let's go. That's nice. I like all the driving power chord. It's good. And the random, like, it's a nice song. It's nice. They sing in harmony. Again, they're having so much fun. And I was smiling, like I was just like, this is enjoyable. so I get why it's so popular. I want to hear a little more. Obviously, this whole show, they're great performers. Like, they move around. They don't just stand there. They don't just face plant. They don't just look like they're like uncomfortable. They're able to sing and play. It's really difficult to do that. Obviously, very talented. Again, like the bassist is wearing a long skirt, like pretty modest. The other girl has like culotte pants, like baggy and like long sleeve shirt, which is nice because, usually you have to wear pretty revealing clothes. Um, yeah. Okay, let's hear one more. That was sick. Makes me feel sick. Okay, that's satisfied. Okay, I like it. That's good. And wow, the drummer singing so much. That's really hard to drum and sing at the same time. Really hard. And she's good. She's on it. She's like, oh, gotta like mute the cymbals after you get them because they'll keep ringing, you know? And she was having a good time when she started singing. She just totally lit up too, and that was a really nice harmony. Whoa, 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 whoa. I did saw they were. I saw there's an offstage guitar at least supporting, which makes a lot of sense because I thought the sound sounded big, and in some of the songs where when the guitarist is not playing and she's singing only, and I'm like, wait, how's that happening? It's because there's offstage support, which makes sense because it's only a three-piece band. I was like, this sounds like a lot of sound for a three-piece band, but they're handling their pedals. They're so good. I mean, but it's a combination of they are talented, they're cute, obviously, And they're having fun together. That's the other thing. And they're comfortable with themselves. Like they're very comfortable in their own bodies. They don't like have awkward, and they're just being themselves. And it's just so natural. And that's, I think, that goes a long way for performance. They're having a good time, and so then the audience can have a good time. But then the songs themselves so far have been really nicely written. I thought they've had like nice lyrics. I thought they've had nice, kind of like, I don't know what to call it, like a hook, like some kind of melody that's really catchy. Um, I mean, it's pretty heavy. Like, I don't know if this is considered like metal or like rock. Like, I don't know which subgenre of rock to put these girls in yet, but it's pretty heavy. Like, it's like very driving, which you don't see a lot of females represented in this. So it's definitely a little bit like, whoa, okay, that's cool. Um, so yeah, I get why you guys all like them. It's super cute. And I saw, obviously their curated music videos look really nice and they look very pretty in those because they're like, professional production quality and all that. But yeah, they're like a triple force, like each of them brings so much and each of them is talented. And then they're working well together. I mean, that would be like a parent's dream, right? Like if your kids all get along and are in the same band and they're all working together to make something and to make art and to make music, like how great. Like I wish I had sisters. I have three brothers. I mean, brothers are fun too, but I don't know. I think it would be fun to have sisters because then you can just like share everything and like all the same things and stuff like that. With my brothers, it's like, yeah, they're nice and all, but they like very different things than me. They like Magic the Gathering and they, they know so much more about like video games and like action movies and like boy things, So like I've tried to learn video games because of them. And I do like a number of video games from my childhood. Obviously, my name is Erica Retro Gaming. But I learned that because my brothers, right? Because like that's what they were doing, so I had to like adapt. But they weren't gonna like play dolls with me, you know what I mean? So I always I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, I think they're probably already pretty big. Like I've just obviously multiple people on my channel have been telling me about them. They're probably already pretty big. I just am not following the up and coming bands these days, But it's nice now on my channel. I can because I get recommendations personally from people. So yeah, I like my honest opinion is I usually don't really watch full live shows, but I'm actually really compelled by this. So believe it or not, that's kind of my honest reaction is that I do want to watch the rest of this and then I kind of want to hear these songs, the recorded versions, because I'm curious how that sounds with like production, professional recording equipment and I want to hear their singing voices like produced and all that because they're doing great for being live and this is just like someone recording from the back and I thought like even with that they're doing a great job. Like their sound engineering is good enough that some random person who just records shows, it's coming out well. So, hey, great recommendation. I like them and they're super cute. And again, they're not wearing like leotards or something or like a bra. Like they're wearing like modest clothes. Again, I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't comment on women's clothes, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, but it's like, it's hard. It's really hard to be a woman of a young woman, an attractive young woman. Being an attractive young woman, whether you dress up or dress down, you get a lot of attention for just being in those like, peak years, right? If you're like 18 to like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know when that ends. It depends on each woman, right? But like when you're in those peak years of just being like an attractive young woman, you get a lot of attention. So like it's tricky. And I feel like I've myself noticed that I can wear, my really like revealing clothing, but then sometimes I'll be wearing like a very modest dress or something, like a long skirt and like completely covered, and I'll still get just as many looks when I walk around. So I'm like, okay, like no matter what I wear, like sometimes it doesn't like obviously wearing like a very revealing, eye-catching, like bright thing that can be you get more looks, but I still get looks if I'm wearing like very modest clothes. So it's very difficult in that sense that like when you're putting yourself on stage, you're always going to get that kind of attention if you're pretty. So I think they're doing a great job of balancing that, and they're like embracing it. They're not like trying to shun it. They're doing it and they're not being overt. And I think that's really nice. And I think that's probably why people like it because people, they don't want everything like shoved in their face all the time. But The main thing is that they're smiling and they're having fun. And I think that's also very compelling. People love watching happy people because happy people make you happy. It makes you want to enjoy it. So, yeah, great. I think they're talented. I think they're great. Their songs, the 3 songs I heard so far, are all really nice. I want to hear more. That's my first reaction to the warning, but more videos will come because, I think 20 minutes is a good length YouTube video. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if there's other bands I should be checking out. Thank you, and bye.